Yo, open your fucking eyes, bro.
Baby, you perfect. Baby, you perfect.
Oh shit, that intro is so hard.
Baby, you perfect.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Plus to Society. You know the vibes. Protect your energy.
Back, baby. Oh.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
It's been a minute. You got your host. You got your host.
Wang.
And you got your host, Sadiq, over here, man. And we just back. You know, we had to take a little bit getting saunced. I'm gonna put that up there right now for y'all. And songs.
Y'all
Word
don't
of
know
the
about
day.
that one yet.
Word of the day. But
bro, this is gonna be our first episode where we drop it completely outside of school.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
We're not gonna be able to like market it inside of school.
Shit.
That's hype, yo. Yo, big moves now.
big moves.
moves now,
Now it's time for accountability and shit.
Shit, man.
Well, it's been a minute.
Yo, it's just so good to be back. For
real.
Just relishing it, man. We haven't recorded in this room. We recorded one with Pelk at the building, but we have not recorded here in a minute. Like 6 weeks or something.
And the thing is, too, like, I don't know. Something about, like, just recording here just, like, kind of sums up a week. You know, like it just... Like, we were recording back to back for weeks for a good, like, month, low-key. Where it's like we were just consistent, and like I don't know, it just became like routine, and now since we're all dealing with so much shit and like dealing with
once
summer,
you come back here, it's just like everything just like kind of chills out for a minute.
Yeah,
like a good hour or two, you know.
And like kind of take for granted like the ability to come and just talk about our weeks, especially like with like guys and shit like that. Niggas don't really talk about shit like that, so like
That's true. Guys don't really talk about that shit.
Yeah, like
bro.
Yeah. I asked how this mental was doing yesterday. This nigga laughed at me in the car.
Bro,
I
was
like,
so weird. That shit was today, bro.
that was today?
That shit was today, yeah. I don't know. That shit was just weird. He said out of the blue, he's like, "How's your mental?" I'm like, "Bro, what do you think I am? Like, what do you think I'm doing?"
I think you asked me that shit too one time. He's just like,
"Bro, why?
Fuck you.
Bro, why?"
I'm sorry that I appreciate my friends and look out for their fucking mental.
Yeah, dudes really talk about that, right?
Yeah, fuck guys. You see this shit? No.
Dude.
I don't know.
I respect it though.
Man, we're about to get into our weeks. And when I say weeks, I mean weeks on end.
Plural. Weeks.
Alright, Glenn, you gonna start it off? Because I know this nigga don't got shit.
Yeah. Yo, can I just nod your head and think?
I'm thinking of my week.
All right.
I'm thinking of it.
So we back. We graduated. Just had my Eagle Scout ceremony to crown myself an Eagle Scout. Y'all don't know. You were there at it. It was pretty valid. Y'all probably don't really know much about it, but it's valid.
I might put in a clip of like everybody setting up those Eagle Scouts. Yeah. Pelky and
Foz, yo. Shout out Pelky and Foz. I know y'all watching this. He admitted that he does watch it. Foster.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, now that we're not students anymore. We're like equals with him.
Yeah.
Equals. Nah, but I mean, it was cool. I look at it as a bigger accomplishment than high school, I think. And like, I could just sum that up. Because like, high school, you have your hand held by the teachers, right? Like, teachers give you the curriculum, give you everything, lay it out, give you due dates when things are due, down to like the week, the day. But in Boy Scouts, it was like, it's like complete these 6 merit badges by whenever. Or it's like complete these 20-something merit badges, these different requirements, all this shit by 18. Go at your own pace. So you think, I could just push it off until you end up with a merit badge where you got to be on a physical training program for 12 weeks. And you're like, well, where the fuck am I going to get 12 weeks from? Or now you got to go and sit in on a town board meeting and write about it. When the fuck am I going to go to a town board meeting? Like, that shit you just don't have to do for school. That just puts Boy Scouts ahead. Because, I mean, like, you look at a packet, shit'll be like 13 pages of paperwork. Man, but it's a good accomplishment. I'm proud of that one. I just had to explain, because people shit on it, but people don't really know about it. That's why.
I used to be one of Boy Scouts when I was younger.
I used to be a Cub Scout. Yeah.
So was valid.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that shit.
Boy Scouts, there's some gay shit in Boy Scouts. I'm not gonna hold you, but it's fun though.
Pause.
Fun though.
Pause. What are you talking about?
No.
Wait. It's just you just get a group of guys together. Sometimes.
That's crazy.
Nah. But like, being at the ceremony, it was just like,
it's cool though. Right?
This shit kind of cool, like, and like the recognition and shit like that shit was really cool, and like,
we got some World War II vets there. Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah, no.
Damn. World War II vets.
There's a World War II.
Oh my gosh,
this nigga was like Bulge, bro.
This nigga was
95, 96.
Yo. So he was sitting down, right? Yeah, there's 2 World War II vets, and there's one sitting down, one right here, and one's like very old, right?
I don't think the other one was World War II vet. He was a vet from a different war. Yeah,
vets.
Yeah.
Very old. I swear I've seen them before, because like these are like probably community.
It's Mr. Athanas. He's like the local vet, and then Mr. Osterhout.
Listen. One of them, bro, was mad old, and the other guy came up, and like me and my mom was just sitting, and we were just watching them getting up because they're going to the ceremony, getting up to the ceremony, right? The guy literally just like because you sit down, he needs help to get up. The guy literally just came up to him and just. Yo, I think like he like yanked him out of the job. Like, yo, like my heart stopped for a second. Like, yo,
they're like best friends too, bro.
Oh yeah, you could tell like that was like
but he talked to me and Logan about it. Shout out Logan, he got Eagle Scout too. He talked to me and him because he was part of the Battle of the Bulge, and he said there was like.
Wait, what was that?
That was World War II.
Oh, okay.
The Battle of the Bulge. I think we lost that battle, or no, we just barely won by the skin of our teeth. He says he's the only one from the battle still alive, and he said the kids he went to war with were our age, like kids out there 17, 18, 19.
I was wondering
getting fucking smoked on the beach and shit.
And it was kind of like a.
It was a straight massacre.
Yeah, like
it was like 12,000 went out, and he said something like only like maybe 1,000 came back. Don't quote me on these facts, but it was a legit massacre.
Damn.
It was like D-Day type shit.
Like they were going in knowing that they're gonna lose.
They're gonna die. Yeah. And he came back.
Nice. Trauma.
I know.
That
he
is
says
trauma.
because you know like something like World War II, right? You know they have conventions like all living World War II vets come back, and of course he goes to those things. He's never met another Bulge survivor. He's like convinced he's probably one of the only Battle of the Bulge people still living. It's nuts, bro.
Sad.
It is nuts. It's such an honor to have them there too, and to like shake their hand and say he was proud of me. I was like, yo, bro, what?
Nah, that shit was dope. The ceremony was nice. Like it was nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Anything else in your weeks, bro?
Oh, there's so much in my weeks. I just got hired again. Shout out, not telling Home Depot. Shit's valid. I think I start next week though. I haven't started, but it looks like it's about to be fire.
Or?
Yeah, it looks like it's about to be fire, and I'm just excited to make money again. Cause right now I make money, but in cash, mowing lawns and shit. And I don't really like go to the bank to deposit it, so I just got a bunch of cash, which like sucks because you can't trade with cash. You can't pay off your credit card with cash.
Yeah.
Unless you put it in your bank account. So I gotta get to the bank, but now I'm gonna have direct deposit. I'm gonna start trading again. I'm gonna start investing again. Man, life's just moving, man. And then college about to start. Yo, I'm so excited, bro. Some people get nervous for change. But like I'm excited to take that next step. I'm ready to move forwards. I'm hyped.
Okay.
I'm hyped. So that's been my weeks.
Okay.
Damn.
I'll get into my weeks. Shit, man. Like after the graduation parties, I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna go like week by week in my mind. Some great grad parties. They were all, but it was like consecutive, like one at the other,
Bro,
right? To the point where it's just like niggas was at the last couple of ones. It was like
I think I went to 5 in a row, bro.
Do I even want to go to this? Like,
I don't even party, and I went to 5 in a row, bro.
It was nasty. I'm not gonna lie, it was nasty.
It was gross,
like,
bro.
It was. Oh my gosh! I thought you would just hit your bed and be like, bro, and you had to wake up knowing that you have to go to the one tomorrow. It was just not okay. But but it was valid though. Like I appreciated seeing everybody and like getting everybody together and stuff like that. But
it was valid.
Yeah, after that, basically it was just like my weeks have been counting up to the days until my summer program started, and my summer program started this week Tuesday. Long story short, it is a lot. Like
it's like school again.
It's way worse than school. Like I probably get more workload in the last like couple of days I've gotten in senior year. Like when I say like I have a paper due Monday, and like a draft to a paper for a research project proposal due Monday on top of readings. I already got.
And you have to get these things done on time.
Have to.
Then I like.
There's no. And the thing is, there's no more. Huh?
They kick you out like if you.
Oh yeah. You have to make. There's way more shit to the program as well. Like when I tell you, there's 8 to 10. You have to get 8 to 10 study hours in, and you have to get like these youth building like projects and shit together too. But it is contingent on your scholarship. So it's like you have to pass this summer program. We're gonna put you through hell. So your first couple of years are gonna be easy as hell. So that's basically what it is. But it's
like boot camp.
It's exactly what it is. Just exactly what it is.
Damn, bro.
But it's. I feel like weirdly I'm getting adjusted to it because like I've been staying on my grandma's to do it and like trying to get out of like this space just in order to do something, you know. But like I feel myself getting smarter. Like I feel it's weird. Like I was reading. No. I was reading Socrates, Plato's Socrates. Wow. After the song gets smarter.
Smart, yeah.
Nah. It's been a long week. Plato's allegory, right? Let me just give y'all a little. So Plato's allegory. Y'all should read it, low key. Plato's allegory, right?
I can't read it, bro.
Listen. No. The first time I read it, my brain was complete mush.
It's like Shakespeare, right?
No.
Oh,
never mind. It's like some Greek Aristotle shit, like right. So it's just like some old writings about the like. It's exactly what it was. Like the first type, so philosophers, it's like actually documented and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So I was reading the first time I read it. It was like 7:30. Lights were off. I'm just reading this shit. My brain was mush, complete mush. It's like I was like it was like white noise. I was just going through it, right? I read it. I'm like, bro, I didn't understand anything. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this program. Like, you know, like in my mind, I was like, I just can't. I don't know how I'm going to do the program. I was like ready to go look shit up and go back to like, you know,
go back to your
high
finessing
school
days.
My high school finessing days. I was like, you know, let me get it one more try, just because I kind of want to prove it to myself. Like, like really, what right now is like a battle between me and myself of like, can I actually do this shit or am I just finessing? You know, like, do I actually deserve this shit? Right. So. That's what I'm trying to go through, just head first. But back to the Plato's allegory shit, right? So I read it the first time, brain mush. Read it the second time, I'm actually starting to understand what the fuck they're saying. And when I mean like what the fuck they're saying, like you know, it's critical thinking. That's a class, right? So it's you have to go into deep thought in order to understand. On top of that, but you also have to apply it because you have questions, right? And those questions, it's like I can't understand like the questions, like heavy, and like I'm like having to go into deep thought to get into this, right? And I actually broke it, like I cracked all of it. I'm like, yo, it's this. I applied it to this, and I had all the questions like it was that. I was after the second read. I'm like, bro, like I actually kind of proved it to myself. I was like mad proud of myself. Until I went to the class today, and everybody got it too. Back I was like, okay, well, nah, but so basically the allegory was about, it was Socrates speaking to like the way that I interpreted it was Socrates was speaking to a judge and he was explaining shit. So I don't know if you guys heard about what people say like the first, back in Greek and Greek times and all that shit, they were talking about like the first people that actually named shit, right, off of shadows, right? So basically they were in a cave and it was like prisoners in a cave, right? And the sun was shining in, they couldn't hear shit, everything was white noise, it was just echoes in the cave, right?
Is that vibrating?
Yeah, my fault. It was echoes in the cave. It was echoes in the cave, and the only thing the prisoners can see, if they were chained up, they can only see looking this way, right? But the sun was coming in this way, and they could see the shadows from shit. So that's where they would name stuff, and they would make that reality, right? So Socrates was saying, right, he was speaking to somebody, he was just giving examples of this allegory. It's like, if these prisoners, if one prisoner got let out, his eyes would be blinded from the sun, all the images would be different, the realities would be totally spun off, right? It would be different, right? And if he would try to go back into the cave and explain what he saw to the other prisoners, those prisoners would be like, the fuck are you talking about? You're a meathead, stop saying this shit, you're scaring us. bot shit, right? Ignorance. So the way that I was thinking of it, I'm like, because I was just relating it back to what I'm thinking of. I'm like, enlightenment, right? And obviously that was the theme that I didn't realize before, but like when it clicked, I was like, what's enlightenment? Socrates was talking about the prisoner going up into the upper world and being introduced to all this new shit. Introduced to like the sun, introduced to all this shit, and becoming to this new reality, enlightenment. So we're like, when we get out of this bot stage, then we're introduced to all this shit. But when we try to bring other people back from the bot stage, what happens? Ignorant shit starts to happening. Oh, y'all tweak, the stock market shit. Nah, stocks are risky. Bot shit, where it's like you're trying to bring people back, but they're still clutching on to the shit that they see from the shadows in the cave.
It's like kind of the difference between telling somebody about something and showing somebody. Like if he brought all the other prisoners up, then they'd be enlightened like him. But he can't be enlightened himself, go down and tell everybody, because they just won't get it.
Exactly. And like reading that shit, bro, like I felt my brain strengthening. Like that, it was like flexing a muscle, bro. And I'm like, yo, finally I'm getting some fucking, like I punked that shit so fucking hard for it to actually give me some ideas, you know? Like, and it was just, it was cool. Can't believe I just spent my weeks on that. But, yeah.
What else about your week, man? We spent a lot of time on our week. It's been a minute, yo. This is interesting stuff, though.
No, for real. Because that was a highlight. I was really proud of myself that I can actually get that done. And, like, figure it out. Go into deep thought. Because I thought, like, I lost that shit for the last year.
That's kind of what it feels like, bro. I haven't had that good brain power moment in a while.
Exactly. That's why I got to start reading again. But,
reading.
At this point, it's like, yeah.
I be trying to read my book, but I can't even get that shit done. I was on, like, a whole entire... Well, in the beginning, I was meditating every day. I was trying to meditate, but I messed up on that. But I was reading, like... I would, like, drive all the way to Barnes & Noble and, like, read for, like, a good, like, 30 minutes to an hour.
That's so fire.
And just chill for, like, a bit. I brought some food one day.
Going to places help.
It does. It does. Because I feel like when you're at home, like, you just are so distracted by everything going on. Like, yeah, my phone's there, and I'm on my phone. But, like, when I'm at Barnes & Noble, it's just different. I don't know. I gotta start doing that again.
That's bad.
Shit.
You talking about the meditating shit.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Oh, so I was meditating, like, alright, so that's how I explain it, right? It's more like you gotta find your nature, like your natural nature. So, like me, when I say nature, I'm not talking about nature, right? Even though I was out in nature, I was on some, like, I'm not gonna lie, it was some, like, stereotypical shit. Like, not with my hands like this, but I was, like... I was, like, in the bushes and shit, like, deep in, like, the woods, chilling, like, meditating, thinking to myself and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's real, though. I respect that.
You know? It felt good, though, like, while I was going on. I did it for, like, 15, 20 minutes, you know? But then bugs started getting on me and shit, so I had to go. But... I don't know. That shit was soothing, though. I did it once, though. Told myself I was going to do it again. Never did it again.
You got to find, like, a waterfall or something to do with that, bro. If you get the sound of rushing water in the back, it's game over, man.
Nah, like, meditating.
Be the birds for me, you know?
Birds, yo.
That's what it is, bro.
Ooh.
Be the birds.
So why'd you stop? Or why were you meditating in general? Like, why'd you start?
Some bitch shit. That's really it.
Like
that's really it. It's just some bitch shit.
Like what?
Like you were being a bitch, or a bitch was doing?
No, it's just like no. No, it's like
it's just
not my feelings.
Just in your bag.
About being this, it's just bitch shit. Like it's nothing deep. Nothing like. Oh, it's not about a girl either. Like it's just like nothing like just me being caught up in my head. That's really what it was. So, like,
no, that's so valid.
That's why I don't even like.
Caught up in your head.
They be asking me like, oh, like what's going on with you? I'm like. Ain't nothing serious, to be honest with you. Ain't nothing serious. Like, I'm not going through no crisis. I'm not starving.
But we can really speak to that low key. Like,
meditating is so powerful.
No, not even just meditating yet, but we're gonna get into that. But I'm talking about like being caught up in your feelings and being like unhappy with it yourself. Like, a lot of people, especially like, with men, like, because we can only speak from that perspective. But like, I know like a lot of people don't really talk about it. But it's like. When guys are in their feelings or just caught up with that shit, like, I know when I'm tight at myself, like, I'm tight in general, right? Yeah. Where it's like, it won't even, like, sometimes I'll be lashing out without even, like, trying to lash out on, like, my mom or like my family, or like I'll just distance real quick. Where it's just like, it's not about you. It's not about what you've done to me. Sometimes I'm just angry with myself because like I'm not at the spot I want to be in, and I'll just distance, or I'll just cut myself off emotionally to get the fuck right back.
It's like, crazy because I was talking to somebody about that last night. I mean, you can continue.
No. Go ahead.
Because last night I was talking to somebody. I had a real good deep conversation with them about where I'm at in life compared to where I want to be at in life. Where I see myself in 2 years from now after I get my associate's degree and shit like that. And I was like, it's like, it feels like it's just hard, Yeah. Because you kind of just want to like distance yourself, get on yourself, so then you could be where you want to. Like, I don't want to disappoint myself.
Yeah.
Like the things I want to do, dreams I have, like we were talking about. I don't even know if it was on a podcast, but people who like aren't afraid to die, but like I am, because like there's things I need to get done for myself, regardless of anybody else. And that's a tricky thing, because sometimes you just gotta go out that alone, and you kind of gotta like.
And no one's gonna
distance yourself. Yeah, and nobody, like, people just don't get it. They're like, no, but I could be there with you. It's like I get that, but it's hard to see it like that sometimes, because there's just some things you gotta go out alone, man. You sometimes just gotta level up by yourself, and it's hard because it's just a struggle with yourself, and nobody can really help you with that. Like,
exactly.
And like, it's deep though. It's hard.
And that's why I wanted to explain that beforehand, before we speak about the meditating, because like now we're talking about like outlets that we're actually using in order to try to work against like us being tired of ourselves, and like figuring out other ways that just like without having to go to people, because like a lot like help is a great thing, and help is always needed, but sometimes you need to learn how to face your demons with yourself. And like sometimes the thoughts in your own head bypass anything that people talk, like anybody that people says, like it doesn't matter how long I'm with this one person that makes me so happy, I'm still gonna have to spend the night alone. So it's just like, if my thoughts are in my head, I need to learn how to control them. I know a lot of people that spoken to me like the last couple of months about like just incessant thoughts, and it just like not being able to control them. So like that meditating shit, we could talk about that, because I know we all got some experiences.
Meditating helped me get through some times too.
No, for real. And like, I mean, his meditating was some. You said you were some stereotypical shit, right?
Yeah, but I feel like with it, it's like it's just your nature though. Cause like, even though, like, you could say like, oh, that was some corny shit, some pretty corny shit from the outside looking in, but like, that's just my like natural like. There's like my nature, That's
what you mean, like when you say stereotypical shit? Like, give me your picture. Give me your picture of what you were doing.
Alright, so I walked in, right. I pissed, right, into this stream. I walked across this bark bridge. Went to the spot, found this tree. I sat there. Keep going. Well, that was just what's going on.
Keep going.
I sat on the bark tree, and I'm not that flexible, so I can't even crisscross apple slice my shit. I went to Africa and lost that shit because I have my legs like this all the time, like this, so I can't go like this no more. I spoke to myself. It's okay though. I was like that, and I was just like sitting there. I closed my eyes. I opened my eyes. Like, I was going in and out. Like, listening to the birds and shit like that. I'm listening to the bugs buzzing around me, But the bugs don't fuck with me heavy because they don't like me. So that's why I could be in nature like that, I don't get bitten up by everything, I'm not like other people. So I can, they chill with me.
It's because you're in touch with your nature.
Probably. So, yeah. On some spiritual shit, because I remember we were talking about this earlier. Now, I might be dragging this shit, but sometimes they just know, like, because I remember talking about, like, dogs. We were talking about dogs. Who's in the car?
Dogs know sometimes,
how they just, like, like, you just naturally know how people are picking up, like, babies and shit like that.
Oh, we talk about that. Yeah,
you and Diamond.
Yeah, babies and dogs, about just how they can sense aura.
They can sense emotion.
Yeah.
Like, if it, like, I could be, like, in my bag or something, and my dog will come and lay with me or something. I'm like, you never do that,
Yeah.
It's like they can sense that type of shit.
And we also talk about like how dogs can sense like bad energy.
I think it's bad energy. OD.
Yeah. Like.
Nah, but I think that nature shit is legit because I know there's like, I mean, if you believe in your chakras or not, whatever. But there's one that's like the root chakra, which has to do with being grounded and settled and stable in situations and shit. And a lot of ways they say you can strengthen your root chakra is get in touch with nature. Like walk outside barefoot. Just feel the earth beneath your feet. Feel like the power and all the energy beneath your feet, right? Because like when you stand on something, you're putting energy on it. And the reason you don't go through it or break it is because it's reciprocating the same amount of energy. So like when you're standing on the earth, you can feel the earth giving back that same energy you're putting into it. That's physics. Okay. But that's also like some metaphysical shit too. But, so yeah, like what you were doing, that's like getting in touch with just grounding yourself, just stable, just finding a base in life.
I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of the whole entire energy transfer through your feet. Never heard of that part.
Bro.
Never heard of that part.
I was watching this show. It was like Zac Efron and this guy, I think his name was Darren or something. He's like some weird hippie vegan. And Zac Efron and them traveled the world and like checked out different cultures. Maybe like Zac Efron, but no, it was so valid. If I could think of the name, I'll think of it. But it was on Netflix and it was so fucking good. And they traveled from East Coast to West Coast, so they were jet lagged. And the way they like got back from the jet lag was they just went out barefoot and like walked through like a field, grass, did push-ups, like sprinted around and shit, because they were just getting in tune with where they were on the earth, and it cured their jet lag. And apparently that's like a real thing.
Wait, what is jet lag? Like, what do you mean?
That's like right. So like, say you leave. I don't how long is a trip across the country? 4 or 5 hours, something like that. Let's just say it's 5 hours for conversation's sake. You leave New York at 3. You're in the plane for 5 hours. You get to LA, it's 5 o'clock. Which is a 2-hour difference on your watch, but you know in your mind you were on that plane for 5 hours. So it fucks with you. Because it feels like it should be 8 o'clock, but the sun's still up, it's 5 o'clock. You're tired like it's 8 o'clock at night, but it's not really 8 o'clock at night. It's 5 o'clock where you're at. So that's like... So that's some real shit, bro. What you were doing.
I hear you saying.
I mean, that's like... I mean, I guess it's like stereotypical. If you got like the fucking quartz and crystals and shit.
Like alright, no, never mind.
Burning sage and shit.
I didn't have like a whole mat.
It's like the fucking...
Ain't like that. I don't
deer
got
start coming up
like
to you.
That. Like, nah.
Nah, but... Nah, that's some real shit, yo.
Nah, for real. For real. Nah, because like, my meditation's a little bit like different. Like, it's unorthodox, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, I found like my best times to meditate is in group settings. Like, weirdly, like, I'll be in the car with Donovan and them, or I'll be at the senior sunset, right? Where it's just like, I'll find myself by myself in a lot of group settings where it's just like, I'll go into like my little corner and like recharge my little social battery or some shit like that and just like chill for a little bit, right? I'll just be chilling. But meditation creeps up on me, right? It's not like I go and I'm like, I need to meditate right now. Like, nah, it's just like, I go and I'll be sitting down and I'll be at like the senior sunset and I'm like just overlooking the horizon. I'm like, God damn, this shit is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just start hearing people and like talking around me, and then just all becomes like a little bit of white noise where it's just like I like together. Yeah, like, and I'm just like kind of focusing on my breathing and like going in and out for a couple of seconds just to like get in tune with what's going on, like just breathing in the air and shit like that. And that's where I find myself like meditating, where it's just like it's like a good little 10 second little motion of me just woosahing, going woosah, like breathing in and breathing in and out, and just like opening my eyes and just seeing like just a clear sense, and like me just going out and feeling good and just feeling good with myself. Like, it happens often, and it happens often like group settings. It won't even have to be like I have to be looking at the river or some bullshit like that. Like, it just can be anything.
No, bro, something that always catches me is I could be like watching a sunset or watching a river or something, but then when I just see like one bird just like floating through the open sky, bro, that shit almost brings a tear to my eye. That's so goddamn beautiful, bro. God, like next time you're outside or you're like looking at a sunset or just looking at a view, try and find a bird, just one bird, and just think like, damn, he's just cruising, man. Like, he's just fucking riding the waves, man.
For real.
Open all this, like, beauty. Oh, man, dude, being a bird. If I could come back, I'd be a bird. Like, this, like, reincarnation shit was, like, if it's real or something, I'll be a bird. I feel that should be lit. But, like, one of the nice birds that, like, not like some, like a pigeon or... Yeah, right? Like, something that can just cruise, yo. Just fucking soar.
Go anywhere you want to go. Just, like, just take up and go.
I wouldn't
take up and go. No, for real.
Out, yo. Like, I wouldn't want to be like a fucking bluebird or something. I spend my
crow or some shit.
Imagine
wishing to get reincarnated and come back as a crow.
Yo, I saw this thing, bro. A little off topic about birds, bro. Pigeons. Have you seen the type of nest pigeons make? I saw one that was just like 3 sticks and a fucking egg just on the concrete, bro. The fucking egg was just on the concrete, bro. It wasn't even a nest. Nah, but that's some bird shit, yo. But if I could be a hawk, I would, bro. Just the peace, the freedom, yo.
For real.
I'm like envious, low key. I kind of like when I'm older. I kind of want to do like what Mr. Colomello does and fly planes.
That shit.
Just get myself a little biplane, small little runway, and just go. You know, just take off and just go to the gas tank.
That's a cool ass skill just to say. Like, yeah, I be flying planes on the side. That shit's hard. Mr. Colomello got that. Shout out. But
he got that.
Now speak to your meditation thing. Your experience.
Yo, okay, so there was a time in my life where I meditated heavy because I was stressed about like school, girls, fucking work and shit like that. So I found my peace, you know, meditating. I put my earpods in, put on like noise cancellation, play some like chill music, close my eyes and just focus on my breathing, right? So I got this one story. It's kind of one of the reasons why I stopped doing it as much because it was fucking terrifying. But like when I meditate, I start with like breathing in my chest and like feeling my chest expand and then breathing out. And I just focus on that. And then I focus on breathing in from my stomach and feeling my diaphragm move down and move up and fill up my lower lungs. And then I bring it all together. And like after a few breaths, right, I get really cognizant, I think's the word, conscious of like where everything is in my room, where I am in my room, where my limbs are, everything. I feel like I could feel the blood go through my fingers. Like I feel like the pulse in my hands, my legs, my knees, everything. And then shit gets insane because then I stop feeling it altogether. And I go completely numb. Which is usually where I stop. Right? When I'm laying in bed and my mind's like, where the fuck are my fingers? And I try to think like, where are my fingers? Because it's weird, because like 20 minutes ago I knew where my fingers were, but now I have no idea. Like I'll be like, are my hands together? Are they at my side? Are they over here? It's the craziest thing. Like, I have no idea where my limbs are. So I was meditating this one time, and I got to that point where I couldn't feel anything. But I was like, I'm really chilling, man. Like I'm gonna just keep going. So I just keep breathing and breathing and breathing, and then my body felt like really hot, but I just kept going, and then all I could feel was like my heartbeat. Which is weird because you don't really usually feel your heartbeat, but that's all I could feel. And then everything like went dark. Like I have a salt rock in my room, so my room's a little bit lit up at night. So when my eyes are closed, it's not just complete darkness, but it was like complete darkness. Like everything went completely black. Like
I feel like so much focus though.
It was like, I couldn't even hear my music anymore. And like have I told you this story?
No, you haven't.
Oh. Man,
but I tried to get to that moment. I was there, but I couldn't hold it, and I would lose it. Like I feel like I'm unlocking a part in my brain. I would get to that moment. I got try and get it, but I'll lose it. You
gotta see what this moment.
But then I'll start thinking. Then I'll start thinking about it, and I fuck my whole entire concentration.
You gotta see where this moment goes. So then it's like black. Like if you close it, like squint your eyes, and then put your palms over your eyes. It was like dark, like the blackest I've ever seen anything in my life, and I can't hear my music anymore. And I remember thinking, like, is my music still playing? But I just couldn't hear it. I couldn't feel my body. I couldn't feel, like, the weight of my back against my bed. I couldn't feel anything. But then what it felt like is I, like, slipped backwards. Like, I slipped on, like, ice or something. And my head went back first, and then my rest of my body just fell. And then I was, like, in a state where it felt like free fall. Right? Like, I felt nothing. Like, all my senses were completely shut off. I don't even think I was breathing at that point because that's kind of what woke me up. But then I just started seeing, so in my basement, the way my basement was at the time, it was like a couch, and then there was a beanbag, and then there was my TV. And my beanbag is like a ball. So like in my mind, I'm seeing, not even in my mind, like, I'm just straight up seeing, like, a ball forming. I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? And then the ball forms in front of me. It's just all black with a beanbag right in front of me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then the rest of my basement fills in around that beanbag. And I remember sitting there, still can't feel anything, can't sense anything. There's no background noise, complete silence, complete no feeling, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my basement. And I'm like, I'm not in my fucking basement, but I'm in my fucking basement. Like, I saw it clear. Like, it wasn't like when you think about something, like, you could think about what it's like to be in the front seat of your car right now.
Yeah.
But it's different when you're actually there seeing it. Like, everything looked physical. As real as this seems right now, is how it felt like me in my basement. I'm looking around and I'm like, I hear a voice go, what the fuck? And then I hear a voice go, where am I? But it was like my voice, but like in my head. It was so weird. And then I think it was like, and then I heard, who is this? And I fucking shot upright in my bed and took the hugest deep, like, breath in, bro. Because that shit, like, and that shit scared the fuck out of me, bro. I woke up, I was like, and I'm looking around and I'm in my room now, but I swear to God, I was just in my basement and somebody was talking to me and it sounded like me.
I think it's possible. I feel like you just zoomed out your head so bad, not bad, so much that, like...
I, like, astral projected, bro. I was literally in my fucking basement. And it was me talking. It was, like, you know how the voice in your head's a little bit different than what you sound like?
Yeah.
But it's like what I sound like was in my head. Like, if you've ever seen, like, a movie or a cartoon where somebody's, like, communicating telepathically and they, like, hear their voice in your head. Well, I heard my voice in my head. Like, who is this? Where am I? And then it was like, who are you? And then I fucking woke up. It was so scary, bro. It was so scary. Oh, man. It gets me shaking just thinking about it, bro. It was...
Hearing you saying that is nuts because, like, when I think about, like...
It was terrifying.
Yeah, no, so when I think about, like, the shit that I be doing, like, on some spiritual, like, tapping into shit, like think about, like me, like, lucid dreaming, or, like, of me literally trying to, like, I don't know, like, what's the term, but, like, lucid dream, like, awake, like, just being awake and cognizant, like, of being able to do it, like, and my meditating points, like me meditating and, like, thinking about that, like, so shit like that, like, I could put myself into a spot. And it's also weird, 'cause, I mean, it seems weird, 'cause it's like plugging yourself into, like, a matrix, kind of, where it's just like, and when I say plug myself into a matrix, I mean literally, like, the movie Matrix. Like, I'm thinking of, like, them plugging me in and I'm going into, like, some shit, and it's like Jimmy Neutron going into some shit and I'm in an image, or I'm in a scene, I'm in a situation, or it's just like I feel like I be doing that same shit when I'm dreaming, when it's like I'm lucid, like I understand what I'm doing, I understand that I'm cognizant, I'm in a dream, I know I'm in a dream. Primarily, like, actually 90% of my dreams, I know I'm in a dream, like 90%.
I know at the end, I'll be, like, in the dream and I'll be like, that's a fucking dream. I gotta wake up.
Yep.
And I just wake myself up.
Yup.
Sometimes I wish I'd just keep going, but...
No, but the thing is, sometimes it's, like, on autopilot, where it's, like, I know I'm in a dream, and it's, like...
But the dream's just going.
Exactly. It's going, and it's, like, I know I'm gonna wake up soon. But, like, now it's just when. And sometimes I can elongate it. But then, like, it's weird. Because I remember being in a dream, and, like, my mom coming into my room. And I'm in my dream, hearing her, and I'm like, fuck. Like, you ever been in a good dream and you know you're about to get woken up or something? Like, that's what...
I'll be, like, in my dream dancing to my alarm clock type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be like, whose phone's going off?
Like,
I'll be like, oh, that's my alarm.
Like, I know, like, bro, it's so weird, bro. Like, the body, the mind, everything is
I never really think of it like that,
intricate.
Bro. Like, have you ever been in a dream and you hear your alarm clock, but you're still in your dream, but you still hear the alarm clock? Like, I know I've been in dreams, right, where... Like, I'm chilling or something, I'll be, like, at a movie theater or, like, at school or some shit. And then I'll hear a sound, I'm like, whose phone is going off? And I'll, like, turn my phone off in my dream. And I'll, like, turn it off again. And then I'll be like, that's my fucking alarm.
That's used to happen when I was a kid, where I was, like, I had to go to the bathroom, I had to piss, and I was a kid. So I literally go to the bathroom in my dream, piss, and then I'll wake up and I'm in fucking pissed, and I'm like, yo, and my parents will not fucking believe me. I'm about to get my ass whooped for something. I'll be like, I'm dead ass. I literally went to the bathroom just in my dream. Nah, but like,
no, I've had that, but what happens is I go pee in my dream, and then I'll wake up and I'm like, fuck, I still gotta pee. I was like, I didn't actually pee.
Now that happens.
Now that's how it happens.
Yeah,
when I was a kid, I actually wake up to a full tank.
Yo, waking up to a full tank is the worst feeling ever.
Because you just want to lay in bed.
Exactly. Yo, you just want to lay there for a couple minutes, but then that shit's just like booming. It's booming. Yo. And when I say full tank, niggas are like, you want a full tank. Like, it's like, and you got a one cough away until that shit just... Yo.
You just gotta roll over and you might start pissing.
Oh my gosh. A full motherfucking tank, man.
Nah, but
I feel like I only had like a lucid dream, like probably like once or twice.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But wait, hold on. Like lucid as in you could control it, or lucid where you know you're dreaming?
Like,
cause like I think almost all my dreams I know I'm dreaming, and then I just wake myself up.
Yeah.
Nah, I be knowing. I don't be having dreams like that. And I have had some dreams, but they're just weird, right? And they're weird about the like certain people around me, of them just doing like shit that they just wouldn't do. Like, I don't know, my mind is so discombobulated. Like, I just don't like.
But
you should get on some meditating shit, bro. You like keep doing that nature shit, bro. For real. It's so.
It makes you more tapped in.
It really does. Like, that time in my life where I was meditating, I feel like that was when I was most, like, mentally, spiritual, and physically aligned. Like, everything was, like, I was motivated every day. Everything was just kind of going right during that time period. It was really, it was insane. Like, when everything, man, because I feel like the universe just has a way of giving back when you treat yourself and just the world and space around you respectfully. And I was just in tune with everything. I was in tune with my body. I was in tune with my mind. I was in tune with my spirit. All of that shit was working cohesively together, and the universe was just granting me with like blessings on blessings on blessings. And I was like, wow, that's a good song. Blessings by Big Sean. But bro, if you get back on your meditating shit, you guys too, get back on your meditating.
That makes
shit.
you dream better or something like that.
It makes you more tapped in, and then like in your.
It's like the best sleep of your life, bro. You'll be focused as hell.
I feel like me meditating and like kind of strengthening my brain, like other exercises, of like just trying to like just communication or just other ways. It's like, it's making me more tapped in with like my spiritual side. And when I say spiritual side, I just mean like my dreams and shit like that, and like how I just feel like energy and shit like that. Like, you will definitely lose if it's not practiced.
Oh, that's probably why, because I don't talk. That's probably why I don't have dreams like that, though.
What do you mean?
You said, like, communication, right?
Well, I'm saying strengthening my brain and soul at the same time. Like, when I mean like that, I mean, like, brain's a muscle, so you communicating is going to strengthen your brain. Obviously, it's not going to instantly make you dream. It's like not the biggest factor. I'm saying it could be a factor. Also, I'm speaking not from a neuroscience fucking, person. But I'm saying, like, by strengthening different things and strengthening, like, your spirituality by meditating, right? Strengthening your soul by just, like, kind of getting more tapped in, by, like, kind of focusing on yourself and focusing on your breathing and what could you do to just make you more tapped in. I mean, why wouldn't it help you dream?
I feel like it definitely does help you dream. I feel like once your body and... Because, like, if you're stressed out, I mean, you could have, like, the arbitrary, like, weird, like, whack-ass dream, and that's, like, stress doing that to your body, playing tricks. But, like, when you are completely in tune with yourself and everything around you, there's, like, a different sense of, like, enlightenment, and your body's just in tune with the rhythm of everything. And then when you go to sleep, it's such a good sleep, and your body... Like, I'll have good dreams. Oh, yeah, it's at 12:30. And I'll have, like, good dreams when I, like, meditate and get back on my shit. Like, just really chill shit. Like, I'll just be, like, chilling in a field. Like, a lot of my dreams, I'm just, like, sitting there at the sunset. I'm like, wow, this... Like, I feel the sun on me. But I know I'm dreaming. I'm like, yo, I'll just soak this shit in. It's insane, because I've woken up to, like, I'll be feeling the sun, and I'm like, all right, it's time to wake up. And I'll wake up, and I'm like, damn. Like, my shade is still shut. Like, there wasn't any sun on me, but I still felt it. Oh, it's insane. It's an insane feeling. Yo. But we'll wrap this clip up right here. We'll be back.
Talk about dreams,
man. Let's get into some dreams now.
Now, you were speaking towards, like, not being able to have dreams and shit like that, but you're saying that, like, when you have dreams...
They're, like, weird. So, like, I had a dream once where my friends fought this person.
Fought one of your friends?
But wait, hold on. What was it like fighting in a dream, right? Were you, like...
No. It's like I was just watching it.
Oh, okay.
Third person view type.
Alright, I'm going to tell y'all, right? Because this is the most recent one, and the rest of them I forgot. I remember one time it was like a Matrix type of thing where I don't remember that one. Listen, so this girl, like, I guess she got her like news exposed or something like that. No. It was just some whole shit, right? She's not a hoe, but like she's cool, but some whole shit. But she got tight that her friend exposed, like the people found out, so she ended up fighting this girl at the front, right? Listen, I'm just saying, like, that's the scale of, like, just the fuck shit that it goes on in my head in these dreams. Sometimes I don't even know. I feel like I just go to sleep dark. Like, just dark, and I wake up to, like, life. You know what I'm saying? But that shit happens time to time. And I feel like I never could control it.
Interesting. You know how I go into dreams? Like, when I go to sleep? And this has been since a kid. And I'll put this on Keflon, bro, because niggas be thinking I'm capping. I literally sit in my bed, I close my eyes, and I'll literally play it. Like, I think of, you know, the YouTube app? Yeah. Like, back in the day, YouTube app, like the TV box. Yeah. Back on the old iPhones and iPods.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that one.
The old YouTube...
There. I know what you're talking about, but I wasn't there. Yeah.
Okay, the old TV box, right? I had that envision in my mind, just like a screen, right? I have a screen, and it's a blank screen, and it's like, you know that shit where it's just like, it's the in-between channels, so it's just like...
It's like white noise, yeah.
Yeah, it's the white noise shit, you know what I'm talking about? The blank screen. Yeah. So I'll go from that, and I'll literally be changing a channel in my head of which dream I want to go into. On Keflon.
On Keflon.
And then...
Can you go back, though?
No, I can never thought that deep into it. You can just go up? No, I literally just be... It's not like different channels. It's just like me just like going into different scenes. Yeah. Literally, it's not like me like holding a remote. I'm just thinking it's just like I don't want to think about this shit. Go or something else. And then like after like a couple of minutes into thought, into like actually like putting my mind into it, because like it's not like instantly I'm like, alright, and then it's like I hit the Ben 10 watch and I'm into the dream. It's not like that, but it's like I have to think about it for a good couple of minutes and like kind of put my imagination into it, and then now it's Ben 10 watch I'm in, and now like I'm in the dream.
That's hard.
Yeah, like, and it's so weird because like that shit, I don't think I ever spoke about that shit, but like that's a huge part of like how I used to get into dreams, and I think that's how like I'm kind of interconnected now, where it's like I can kind of put myself into like a different reality in my mind. Like I could literally plug myself into a sim type of life, and like instantly, like I'll literally just be able to go into different synapses and just.
That's interesting, because when you sleep, your body dreams, you just don't remember it. I mean, you guys have probably heard that, but it's not a myth. That's legit. So what your body probably does, which is so weird, is somehow you can view what the dream's about to be like from like a third-person point of view, like watching it on a TV screen. And when you just click, your body just cuts the memory of what just happened in that other dream and picks it up where the next dream's about to start. And then when you're like, all right, next one, cuts it. So if that ever happens again, try to go back to the dream you just saw. Try to skip forwards to a new dream and see if you can go back.
The shit that you saying, like, it's scaring me, and like I catch myself and get stuck in a fucking, like, imagine.
Can a dream leave, yo?
Yeah, niggas just in a coma for their life. Yo,
it's like, I'm like, yo, go back to a dream, and you just. And you're done.
I just won't wake up the next morning.
It's just done, bro.
I was in a fucking coma because I'm in a fucking dream loop. That'd be nuts.
No, when I go into a dream, I just kind of just like spawn in, like in the middle of the action. You know, it's just like like playing catch with somebody, and I'll just like next thing I know I'm like catching a ball and I'm throwing it back. I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? I don't really care. I just kind of do. Have you ever tried to run in a dream?
No.
Or punch?
I flew in a dream once.
Lucid?
Like you could control where you was going, or you were in a plane?
Nah, I was controlling where I was going. Nah, this is one thing I remember. I feel like I'm like unlocking shit right now, but I was like walking down the street, but it was like a. You ever seen that like King's Death video? You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about with the ball and how he's like walking. It was like that. It was like in a city and shit like that. I also have dreams. Like I predict the future. I said it sounds crazy, but like I have those where like that shit comes true.
I
like
know what you. My grandma and my pops, they both like since they were like children, have been able to like in their dreams like see some shit, and like being able to like just not tell the future, but being able to like be weary of some shit. Like
that's so scary.
And to the point where it's like my mom and like my family, like when they hear some shit, like if my dad just like warns, just has like a nasty feeling about something, or like my grandma just has like a nasty dream about something, or just like feeling, it's to the point where it's like it's a total, you know, like they take it seriously. Like, to the point where it's like I'm not doing, like we're not going down this path, like we're not going down this route.
Like seeing the future, like that's cool and all, but like when you see something you don't want to see, like something happens to a family member, but you don't know when that's gonna happen, you just have that gut feeling that it's gonna happen. That's so scary.
And if it happens,
it's like you feel like you could have prevented it. Oh, that's so scary. You know, I've been having a dream that I have reoccurring, which probably has some type of meaning, that I'm like losing control or something. I haven't had it in a while. I did consistently. I had it at least 2 times a week. Was I'll be in my truck driving, and my brakes just don't work. Like my car slows down to a nice speed, but it never completely stopped, which was terrifying because I'd be in a dream situation where I'm like in a parking lot. I'm about to go park, right? And I'll be pulling up to park, and then I step on a brake, and the brake just doesn't stop. And now there's like people walking, so now I just got to drive around until my brakes work or until I hit something that stops me. I'll be coming up to an intersection, but my car won't brake. And it's terrifying because like nothing that bad ever happened in that dream, but I was just on edge for the entire dream. Like, I'm about to get fucking T-boned. I'm about to hit somebody. My brakes just wouldn't work. I think it has to do with my car brakes actually not working. My car does not brake very well, bro. The perks of an old truck, I guess, but like in real life, I gotta push the brake pretty damn hard, and in my dreams, I push it to the floor, but I could just feel like that pressure isn't fully on the wheel to stop it.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I've thought about it. Like maybe it's some type of shit. Like I'm losing control, or like I'm not fully in control of where I'm going. Or maybe I am. It's just all happening really fast or something.
Interesting.
It's a weird dream.
I was just speaking about this off camera, but like, I feel like everybody should get like a dream journal and just keep that right bedside, because like a lot of us have dreams at like in the morning where you'll wake up and you're like, what the fuck did I just dream about? And then like in the next 15 seconds, so like I can't remember. I mean, I can't forget this dream. Like I gotta remember this dream. I gotta tell this person. 15 seconds later, you forgot that whole shit.
Yeah.
And like,
that's true.
That shit matters, bro, because dreams will tell you about a lot of stuff, and like
taps into your subconscious.
Yeah, exactly. Your subconscious is that second person that's watching you and watching your moments and you, and just it's your actual third person. So it's like, but like, it can low-key be your guardian angel at times. So it's just like
dreams are just.
It's nuts, so
bro.
Weird and intricate and scary and. Wow, like
it's just your spirit though. But I find when I'm like spiritually in tune, my dreams are just in tune as well. Like I was saying, when I went through that time where I was meditating all the time, I'd find myself waking up in a dream, sitting like in a tree, just like kind of looking over the area, or standing in a field. As weird as it sounds, Emma, you might have to cut this, but her house has a really nice field. Very good view of the sunset.
Very nice field.
I've woken up in that exact field. I've never been in the field though, but I've woken up like from pictures I've seen, or like being at her house or something. I like wait, but I turn around, the house isn't there. It's just kind of field. But I'm like I know this field. I was like, I know this grass. I know this sunset. And I just be like, wow, man. I feel the heat. I feel the blades of grass on me. It feels real. Oh, man, yo. I'm about to start meditating again. That shit is so legit, bro. Holy crap. It just takes time and energy, low-key.
It does.
You just got to get back in. It's boring.
And it takes, like, correct mindset as well. Like, you don't want to be in the worst mindset, but, like, you don't also want to wait too long for it. And as we said, like, gave different... We each have a different way of meditating. Like, he meditates at night. He meditates during the day. In the woods and shit. I meditate around people or anywhere. Literally. So it's just like... Everybody has their different processes, and find out your process.
Damn, bro. Damn. That was cold, yo.
Hey, I mean, that's a clean episode to me.
That's a clean... Yeah. Yo, that's a good spot, man. Listen, get on your meditating shit. Try it for like a week straight. Could change your life.
It really could, man. Well... People be saying that we be ending the pods on the low energy, and I'm just saying it's 12:48 right now. So
it's been real, man. That's pillars, bro.
Yeah. It's been real. You know, protect your energy. You ever got those off in a little bit?
Protect your energy.
Yo, protect your energy. Don't forget about it.
That's applicable everywhere.
Don't forget about it. People, bro, I don't even be saying it like that no more, and people be coming up to me and be saying like protect your energy. I'm like. Yeah.
I've been saying it unironically. Yeah. Like, I used to say it, to propagate, the podcast. But now I'll be like, somebody would be like ranting to me. I'm like, you just really got to protect your energy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, your energy is loose right now. It's not flowing straight, bro. Get that shit on track.
And people be saying that shit to me, too. And I'll be like, yo. Like, sometimes you got to remind yourself on that shit. Like, yo, this is just not no fucking slogan, too. This is something to live by. Yeah. Something to live by. So... Protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy. It's been Pussy Society. You got your host.
Nah.
You got your host. And you got your host over here, Sadiq. And, we out, man.
We out, baby. Goddamn.
Sir. Pass it out.
Baby, you perfect. Baby, you perfect. Baby, you perfect. And I still put my slime on a mission. Need a drum and I coach for the Pistons. He had a chance, but he missed it. Yeah, I'm still believing my doctor. Why this hoe wanna kick it like soccer? When she told me she love me, I blocked her. Ain't tryna talk if it's not about them dollars. I'm tryna leave a good word for my daughter. All this pain make a young nigga slaughter. Swear the streets turn the boy to a monster. Fuck her once and I won't even call her. I just might call her. She gon' still hit me up cause I'm worth it. I'ma answer my phone cause she perfect. Baby, you perfect.